What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're reacting to the second half of the empty secret meetings. So yeah, uh last time, even after the whole recording thing, it just was an hour. So after looking through the things on this playlist, I decided to stop at a certain number, and I am at this moment remembering and wrote down the video title so that I don't go past it. And if I do, uh, then I am a forgetful guy. This was made by MDPTV, and there is a forget it. Yeah, this was made by MDPTV. So just like always, give support to the original creator for the video they made that I'm reacting to. And if you enjoyed this reaction video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button to be notified immediately when the video comes out. If you have any videos you would like to recommend that I should react to, put it down in the comment section below, and I'll react to them as soon as possible. Other than this, if you want to see these videos yourself, analyze them, enjoy them, share them with other people, I'm going to give you the link to MDPTV's channel in the description below so that you can just go there, see the videos, and all that. Seems pretty fair, right? Yeah. Anyway, if you want to see any of these videos before I react to them right now, go ahead and do it right now, and then come back to see my reaction to it. But now with this all said, let's start this video, shall we?
General, thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
All right, you have my attention. Make it quick, I'm a busy man.
Well, General, I'm here on behalf of Agent Crane and,
Great.
the entire research and interview department.
Get to the point.
A lot of us are concerned about the situation involving William, and the staff want to know if we're respecting the request made by Michael to not kill him.
Of course not. That monster killed countless civilians, and I'm not about to put more people in danger because of some zombie's agenda.
Agent Crane thinks Michael might be able to talk William down.
Agent Crane is currently being demoted in rank as a result of his actions with Michael.
Why exactly is he being removed? He's the best at what he does. He's managed to uncover so much during his interviews.
That's what we all thought, right up until he allowed Michael to escape. Crane might claim he was in Michael's head, but it's obvious it was the other way around. He grew soft, making him a prime target for manipulation, which Michael obviously took full advantage of.
Michael has the intelligence of a man in his 20s. He's a kid. Don't you think Agent Crane was right in treating him like a person?
I've seen all kinds of creatures appear in those interview chambers. If you lower your guard, they won't hesitate to use you for their own ends.
Okay, I'm confused. There are other creatures, other beings, other supernatural kind of beings in those cells. Well, you caught my attention.
That's if they don't slaughter you then and there. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but they are not to be trusted. Now, do you have anything important to discuss with me?
No, I apologize. What information do we currently have, regarding William's whereabouts?
Thanks to Agent Crane, William has vanished. I have search teams attempting to find his whereabouts, but unfortunately barely any evidence has been found. All we have is small pieces of fur and human flesh that match the DNA of William. We suspect that he might have fled to an abandoned cave or sewer system, and is using them as a means of underground transport, although it's still hard to determine his next location.
Perhaps he does hear that signal after all.
That does seem to be the case.
What about Michael?
We know just as much about Michael's location as we do for William's. There's occasional trails that quickly run cold before we make any breakthroughs. It also doesn't help that he leaves behind even less biological matter than William. Worst part is, this isn't even the most pressing issue we're dealing with. Some more important issues have my men split between two very difficult tasks.
Important issues? What could be more important than this?
Are the cameras in here? Well, between you and me, we might have a security breach on our hands.
Wait.
Oh.
How bad are we talking?
The security team tells me there's been a hack, a breach in our systems connected to the CCTV in this facility. The log shows someone making copies of CCTV footage and then sending it to an unknown address.
Wait, so someone has control of the CCTV?
Yes, although we're unable to determine who, since the address has an extra level of encryption on it.
So, it's been leaked to some kind of interweb site. Interesting. How long ago did it start?
A few months ago, around the time we first took William into containment.
A few months ago. So, Wait, the camera we took into facility grounds. We plugged that into our systems.
You think the camera could be related to the hack?
Honestly, we know nothing about that camera. It's a mix of tech. It could be carrying a virus, for all we know. Or just an IP leak. It's uploading footage somewhere. Perhaps it's a long shot, but it could be uploading footage to a website outside this universe.
Don't be overdramatic.
Well, if you think about it, that camera came through what we believe was an interdimensional gateway. Caught footage of other realities. Who knows where its origin is? Which could be getting uploaded to a publicly accessible site.
Either way, we don't have anything concrete. For the time being, I suggest you keep your theories to yourself until we know who we can trust.
Fair.
Anyway, is there anything else you need to discuss with me?
No. Thank you, General. Though, if possible, I'd like to meet with you again in a few months. Once we have more information, of course.
We'll see. And Agent Robs, I shouldn't need to remind you the security breach is highly classified. Do not repeat anything that we've discussed outside this room.
Of course, General.
MD Agent Crane situation. PowerPoint presentation. The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future. Agent Crane's situation. The situation revolving around Agent Crane is of great concern and matter here at the Foundation. It is confirmed that Agent Crane did give Michael Afton the means to escape. This information was given by the two guards standing outside of Michael's chamber on the night of his escape. This has resulted in a huge security breach in our vent and exterior defenses, allowing an entity to slide out of the facility. Because of this, we have lost one of our main information streams towards locating William Afton and many more animatronics. This will not go unpunished. Agent Crane will be given the chance to explain himself in Foundation Court Inquiry, to where he will gain the presence of the 5 Foundation higher-up founders. The founders will vote and decide on his fate once he has finished his explanation. The punishment for such an act against the Foundation currently lies at immediate execution. However, due to Agent Crane's past, the highest punishment currently lies at a Class 5 memory drug. Another possibility is that Agent Crane could be wiped of such attacks against the Foundation and simply be deranked, to where he would lose access to certain information and areas of the Foundation site. Overall, due to Michael not being an immediate threat to the general public, it is expected that the founders will be soft on punishment. However, Michael still carries valuable information that could expose the Foundation and its secrets, meaning he is still of top priority. Agent Crane will be held within an isolation cell until the inquiry begins.
That seems pretty informational. Have to wonder, though. Is the leak related to an animatronic? Or is the leak related to Henry Emily himself? What the heck? Golden Freddy? Well, Cassie's pissed. Have been recorded described as Golden Freddy animatronic first named. It's Golden Freddy appeared within the facility. How did he appear in the facility? In the storage room related to Michael Afton? Interesting.
Agent Dennis Crane, FHU Inquiry. The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future. The date is... Initiating inquiry of Agent Dennis Crane. Agent, you are here today to explain your recent actions, specifically the actions of allowing entity Michael Afton the chance and ability to escape the facility. As you know, these actions are punishable by death, and can and will directly affect the general anti-population, thus violating your World Protection Agreement. Considering your special history with the Foundation, you have been given this chance to speak your terms to the Foundation founders. You may now begin.
Thank you for this chance, truly. The Foundation has seen and dealt with many different creatures throughout its creation. I have stood by every decision ever made. However, the situation revolving around Michael was one I could not stand by. And only because I thought you were wrong. All of you were wrong. You tailored us to believe that every entity within this facility, within these chambers, directly have the sole purpose to harm and kill. And most of the time that is true. But Michael did not fit that description at all. And I don't think he ever will. I understand I made things personal. My mercy got the better of me. I saw my own son inside of him. A son I lost to similar damages inflicted to Michael. I shouldn't have done that. I should have stuck to the script and did as I was told. But Michael, even though he technically is an age of over 40 or 50 years old, he still has the mental capacity of a boy in his 20s. He's a kid, a child. He suffered so much and is still being tormented by the world around him. I believe that Michael will find William. I believe that Michael is the only chance we have to leveling William's insanity. I think he is the key to everything. And who better to fix that but your own child? As a father, or as someone who was once a father, I can see when a parent hates or loves a child. William still loves Michael, and he's just so blinded by pain that he's lost. I will take whatever punishment that comes to me. I'm not afraid of death, but only bad decisions. And in this case, I stand by everything that I've done. I only hope you don't regret your decision.
Agent Dennis Crane, Foundation founders have decided your fate. You will continue to work under the MD Foundation. You will continue to interview and research into entities. Your rank has been changed from rank 04 to rank 03. You've lost access to information rooms 04 and 04-5. You will actively assist in the locating and entrapment of William and Michael Afton. Upon successful entrapment, you will have your memory wiped with Class 5 memory drugs and removed from the Foundation with no pension. The Foundation thanks you for your service and would like to remind you that you are on a thin sheet of ice that will shatter to any kind of mistake. You may now leave.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
So, until William and Michael are both captured again, he's still in the Foundation, but will be kicked out the second
My name is
video.
Agent Dennis Crane.
Okay.
I will be your regular...
Okay, so basically everything rides on the win of William, and Michael will be captured. And after that, we'll decide the fate of Crane. Because unless he improves what people think of him, he's going to get memory wiped and kicked out.
interviewer for any scheduled appearance. You have certainly put us in a interesting and confusing situation. But anyways, let's begin. Do you have a name? Okay. Can you explain how you manifested here? How exactly did you do that? Where did you come from? What do you want? Okay, I think we're going to put this on hold for now.
That's interesting. Very interesting. This is interesting. And now I'm questioning, is this really Cassie? Or is this Evan?
MD sister location located. PowerPoint presentation.
Oh.
The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future. Sister location. On the date of the sister location to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria restaurant was located. Upon first look, the facility has been left in a staggering level of decay. Overall, there is not much to salvage. The very structure of the facility has fallen in on itself. Metal has rusted to a level that has shocked most of the Foundation science team. It is suspected that the cause of the heavy rusting was perhaps to do with damage to ventilation, which could have been leaking water and outside elements directly onto the facility's metallic supports, which keep the structure intact. As explained in the previous PP log, it is suspected that William Afton had a lot of insurance in place in order to stop people from taking over this facility in the event of his death or disappearance. Maintenance also seems to be on that list. Many rooms were sealed off by large clumps of stone and debris, meaning very little was salvaged. However, one room was very much still intact, which is suspected to be the scooper room as described by Michael Afton during our interviews. Though damaged, the room contains what we believe to be the scooping device. It will be dismantled and then transported back to the MD Foundation facilities. Along with that, many blueprints and schematics were left behind. Though in heavy decay, they are still in a state that can be visually consumed. The room also contained what we believe to be the inert remains of Michael Afton. Various integral organs, muscles, and bones lay bare on the floor, which has sustained heavy decay. It is unknown how the biological material has survived over 30 years, especially with a direct connection to the outside elements. It is suspected that this room may be slightly airtight, or may not be as exposed as other parts of the facility. Further investigation is to come. The scooper will have a detailed analysis, which will hopefully shed more light on the situation.
Okay. That's an interesting
MD
set
sister location.
of...
The scooper PowerPoint presentation.
Oh no.
The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future. Initial recovery. Upon the recent discovery of the sister location branch of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, a detailed investigation was put in place. The sister location was in a state of great disrepair and abandonment. Very little information was gathered due to the extensive damage to the facility structure and documents. However, 4 blueprint documents were discovered. Though in a great level of disrepair, they are still visually consumable. The blueprints in question are as follows. SCUP Scooper Blueprint. Circus Baby Blueprint. Funtime Freddy Blueprint. Ballora Blueprint.
This is not going to be good. Government having their hands on anything related to this kind of stuff is not very favorable. Some might say otherwise, but considering that this can lead to some very bad experimentation, I think we can all agree to disagree on it.
Due to the topic of our findings, the nature and remainder of this PP log will be focused on logging our findings revolving around the scooping device. The scooper. During our interviews with Michael Afton, he stated that he was lured and used and killed by a machine called the scooper. We believe that the machine found at this sister location branch is indeed the same scooper that killed Michael. This is evidenced by the large amount of vital internal human remains scattered on and around the scooper. We have recovered and restored this device and reinstalled it within Foundation grounds. Along with the device itself, we have also discovered blueprints, which help shed more light on its purpose. Michael explained that this machine was used to remove machinery and robotics from animatronics. However, after an investigation into the blueprints describing the device, it has been made obvious that it has a much more advanced and complicated purpose. Blueprint is as follows. A. Excavating arm. B. Remnant injector. Notes. Leave trace line amount on interior. Overusage, overexposure, negates effect. C. On base and balance. D. Remnant reservoir. Notes. When heated, no observable motion. Keep in heated tank at sustained temperature. Substance should be malleable, but no more. There is a possibility that overheating might neutralize the effects permanently. Addendum. Foundation research staff have come to the conclusion that this device has more than one purpose. Though it does seem to have the ability to scoop out robotic machinery, this could also be a cover to hide or confuse its true purpose. The scooper blueprint mentions an anomaly called remnant. which has been mentioned in the past by William Afton during his interview with Michael Afton. The predictions in place so far are that William has somehow created, found, or harvested this anomaly, which gives unnatural amounts of energy or paranormal feedback, allowing inanimate objects and materials to gain consciousness, and allowing corpses or biological matter immortality to a certain extent. Understanding where this anomaly comes from or how it is formed is currently of high question. All questions are revolving around the missing children. It is suspected that William somehow used the children to create this anomaly, perhaps harvesting it from them in some way that requires brutal removal of life. Further investigation is to come.
Well, this is a really bad case scenario. They're diving a bit too deep into the
unknown
situation involving, well, the whole thing itself. Because now they're going to go into research, detail, anything they can to find out more about Remnant. And considering that the only ways to figure out about it is pretty extreme, this isn't going to go into a very positive kind of thing. So, yeah. This is going to be interesting.
Cable animatronic PowerPoint presentation. The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future. Cable animatronic. After the discovery of the sister location branch of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, a detailed search of both the interior and exterior of the location were assessed. On the date of, a search approximately 4.9 miles from the sister location was pursued. Due to the search radius around the sister location being within a residential public area, the facade of a road and pipe maintenance company was put in place. Upon search, a team of 3 Foundation agents was sent within an old dry sewer chain that has been long since disconnected to main sewer reservoirs. History logs depict that the reasoning for disconnection and abandonment was due to system updates and restoration. The specific sewer chain in question is out of date and no longer in use. Interior investigation and search of the sewer chain took 3.2 hours. Due to the sheer size of the chain and its abstract maze-like structure, it was difficult for agents to navigate the entire layout. A map was created of the structure, along with shaped descriptions of surface hatches, surface openings, ascent in elevation, and descent in elevation of the tunnel. Difficulty in navigation and exploration was both apparent due to the sheer size of the environment and due to the vast change in elevation that would often steep up and down at 20 to 90 degree angles. Approximately 2.5 hours into the search, 2 Foundation agents discovered a mix of cables and wires bundled together deep within the sewer chain. This mix of electronics also contained what seemed to be multiple visual sensors taking the appearance of eyes, a clown mask, a large toy-like dress button, and a hardened plastic party hat. Everything within this bundle was under heavy damage and decay. Metallic material was at a state of damage to where the rust would flake and peel, showing evidence that it had been left here in the sewer chain for quite some time. At first glance, it would appear that this bundle of wires is nothing but scrap material, left here by fly tippers or washed up from old storms. However, upon closer investigation, a metallic anthropomorphic body-type frame is apparent. It is suspected that this is most definitely a product of the sister location branch. The entity has been taken into Foundation custody. Upon in Foundation facilities, the research team carefully investigated into the cable animatronic. Upon investigation, correct placement and positioning of the animatronic cable limbs were moved one by one into intended alignment. After 3 hours, the shape and appearance of the animatronic was apparent. The nature and design of this animatronic is confusing by nature. It is mechanically incomparable to any of the other previous animatronics that we have discovered. It contains no animatronic endoskeleton and instead is a bundle and mix of tangled wires placed together to create the shape of a body. The animatronic is suspected to have the ability of speech. An electronic speaker voice box was discovered fused within one of the head cables. The animatronic has 5 visual sensors taking the appearance of eyes. It would appear that there were originally 6 eyes, but one has been forcibly torn or burnt off.
One has been torn or burnt off. That must be Circus Baby, if I'm correct. Foxy, Freddy, Ballora, Baby. If we kind of count it, basically bonbons, but
This case is apparent due to there being visual sensor cables within the open coverings. After a week within Foundation care, it has been made obvious that this animatronic is offline, or was intended to be a puppet or display piece, as no electronic circuits can be found that would allow it to perform any kind of coded intended actions. The animatronic has been inactive, and is suspected to have been this way for some time due to the level of rust and undisturbed dust. Due to this, the Foundation founders have allowed and approved a dismantle autopsy test. Beginning tomorrow, the animatronic will be put through a de-rusting procedure to where the wires and limbs will be untangled and removed in order to assess how it came to be. Further investigation is to come. Autopsy dismantle will commence tomorrow.
that's not going to be good. That thing's going to be ticked off when you try to dismantle it. That thing is made from 4 animatronics, so that thing will likely attack.
Initiating recording. My name is Agent Dennis Crane. I am here with Agent Paul Wilson. Today we are performing a de-rusting and then detailed autopsy and disassembly of this unknown cable animatronic. The purpose of the de-rusting is to give us a chance to analyze the flaked dust in order to get an idea of which kind of environments this animatronic may have been exposed to. All evidence so far supports that this animatronic is offline and in a dead state. The animatronic has been in the care of the Foundation for the past 3 weeks. All evidence shows that it is indeed offline and has no visual signs of any type of consciousness or activity.
Wait until you start trying to do anything to the body.
Okay, I'll start now. I'll be using a prototype UV laser light to burn the rust on the metallic structure in hopes of flaking the rust off. Previous tests of this laser have proven to be very useful. This should take around 20 minutes for each section. Okay, the lower half of the frame is complete, now just for the arms and torso.
I don't trust it.
Certain areas of the animatronic show traces of perhaps biological matter. The way the rust has folded on the metallic frame suggests blood or moisture. The wires are oddly loose, as if it was transitioning into something. Either way, the upper body is almost complete.
I back away, man. I back away.
Okay, de-rusting is finished. I've given it a few minutes to settle and harden, and now I will begin the disassembly. I'll be using an electric diamond blade saw to cut through the right arm to acquire the first sample. Okay. Starting.
Back away.
Agent? We may need to get a negotiator.
Disgusting.
Hello?
Okay, this is gonna be the last one. Other than that, let's start this vid. Let's start this one.
Hello, I'm Agent Crane, but you can call me Dennis. Before you make any decisions you can't take back, I'm here as a negotiator, and to inform you that the room you stand in is coated with EMP shock panels. It probably won't kill you, but it's certainly gonna sting.
Okay.
Why did you kill that man? Well, fair point. Sorry about that. We didn't know you had consciousness. What do you have a name? Lovely name, Ennard. I think we got off on the wrong foot here. We've had nothing but bad experiences with animatronics so far. Afton? William, you know?
Damn. How?
A song? Yes, he was here, but not anymore. Calm down. You killed him? This is conflicting. What do you know about him? Okay, right. Then, what do you want in return for information? Wait, I don't think I understand. Okay. Something can be arranged. This is a very odd request. It may take a while. Look, if it means you'll answer our questions, then yes, you'll get it. Can we trust each other?
Honestly, in my personal opinion, when it comes to Ennard, I'd say the best result is to literally blow the freaking room up, destroy every single piece, and eviscerate it into nothingness. Anyone might say that any of the other animatronics might be unstable, but in my personal opinion, it's gonna be Ennard. Because that is 4 different animatronics fused together. And any of the Funtime animatronics were made from the animatronic parts of the 5 original. And that means that they have the soul and power of those kids. Gabriel, Susie, Jeremy, Fritz, Cassidy, probably Evan, but that might be a maybe. Anyway, it was 5 animatronics melted down into the metal that made the Funtime animatronics. And if we count Elizabeth, then guess what? We have some really big issues. And even though it probably says an eye was missing, which is probably Elizabeth, and she will come back later considering I made the video reaction of her parts, it's an interesting thing to think of. Because in the end, there's not a lot of stuff they can do about energy. It's so unstable. That whole animatronic's unstable. Like, I can probably name things that were better stable in this franchise, mentally wise, than that animatronic. Heck, William might be even more sane than that thing, but a bit barely. And I do mean barely. Because at least he wasn't trying to wear someone like skin. And they're just try to kill someone to use their skin, but found it convenient to use that person because they were going to attack. So, yeah. Such an interesting way for this to go. This is a bit chaotic. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button to be notified immediately when a new video comes out. Other than that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.